Now, big oil executives met with President Trump at the White House on Friday to discuss investment plans in Venezuela. While some of their investors are more apprehensive, others are enthusiastic about the country's commercial possibilities.
And we're going to be working with Venezuela. We're going to be making the decision as to which oil companies are going to go in, that we're going to allow to go in. We're going to cut a deal with the companies. We'll probably do that today or very shortly thereafter with Chris and Doug. And we're dealing with the country, so we're empowered to make.
This week, Secretary of Energy Chris Wright reiterated a Trump claim that American oil companies were willing to invest billions to restore Venezuela's oil economy. The South American country is home to the biggest estimated oil reserves in the world. However, some energy investors were skeptical. The cost of extracting oil in Venezuela made some energy investors wary.
Remember that the United States moves in Venezuela were less than a week ago. We did have one specific pledge today, which was from Chevron, who's been in Venezuela for a long time. They are the largest producer in Venezuela today, so they're massively important. And they said with the actions that were taken and some additional things we can do for them, which is just permissions, approvals, no money, no guarantees, no nothing, just approvals. They see a pathway to grow their production by 50% in the next 18 to 24 months. That's tremendous.
David Burns, a portfolio manager and senior investment analyst at the American Century Investments, said investors will want to see long-lasting stability and good fiscal terms to protect against the risk of asset nationalization, which we've seen from Venezuela in the past. Barron's comments matter because American Century Investments is a major shareholder in two of America's biggest oil firms, Chevron and ExxonMobil. Now, ConocoPhillips and Chevron officials were clear that they would not rush into anything. That is according to Reuters interviews with several executives from those oil firms. Chevron already operates in the country, but Exxon and Conoco left Venezuela nearly 20 years ago after their assets were nationalized and still owe billions of dollars. Jeffrey Piat, a former Assistant Secretary of State for Energy Resources in the Biden administration, said the tension is between the compelling geological resource and the obvious business opportunity and the considerable above-ground risk, uncertainty, and unpaid claims. However, Taylor Rogers, a White House spokesperson, said the American people, energy companies, and the Venezuelan people will all greatly benefit from these new, unprecedented investments in Venezuela's oil infrastructure, thanks to President Trump.